Welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. It's me, your boy, Kendango. It's me. A little under the weather, but I'm here. I'm here. You've been enjoying the company of the co-host, the man behind the board, the producer, man, for the past 4 days in a row.
Something like that.
He-
Yeah. That.
He's been doing 30-minute shows, folks. You need to catch up with us, doing a little quick rundown of what's going on, what's to come for the night in wrestling. Give it up for the man behind the boards, the GREG. Give it up for Mongo.
What's going on, folks? It's me. It's the GREG. It's your boy Mongo. Calm down. We'll get to it in a second. Just relax. Let us do our thing. You don't need to say anything. Just yeah. You're not even in the running. just you just get ready for next week. Next week's when you got a chance. Right now, that ain't you. Folks, I appreciate any of y'all that have joined us for the past 4 days for our little 30-minute episodes here or there. We're still kind of working out the kinks on what those are supposed to be. But we've gotten a few more followers and subscribers all across a few platforms. So if you're new here, thank you very much for joining us. And man, I know there's some stuff that Kenny kind of just doesn't want to talk about.
We ain't got
We're
no
gonna have,
fucking choice.
we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to do
About to say we have no choice if you really want to know the truth.
it.
But
But before we do that, might as well reveal who won. All right, let's. I'm gonna open these up. I'll go and tell you right now. As far as the actual predictions championship, ours, Tito still has
yeah, bitch ass. Yay, Tito. Fuck you. Yay, Tito. Fuck
it.
you.
Yeah. But hey, you got 2 chances next Saturday to
To lose. Well, actually, nope. It's my month. My month is coming up. You know how I
lose your
do
own
in
month.
December. You know how I do in December. December's my time to shine. I get it from December to January. That's it. Nothing more. But
Am I
Tito still.
am I frozen on your side?
No. Am I frozen on your side?
Well, the whole screen's frozen on mine, so I'm gonna restart. So
Well,
you
well,
you
Mongo
you
read.
you, you, you can shoot your shit for a little bit. I'll be back in about a minute.
Came down to the tiebreaker. And then, Cookies, you didn't. You didn't win. Sorry about that. But as Mongo does the restart, basically what we're going to be talking about, folks, as we all know, there was a dramatic return in wrestling this week. After War Games. But first, we shall go over War Games. I hate talking about that man, but I have no goddamn choice. Pretty much, folks, CM Punk returned. Ain't he? Wasn't he? He was frozen at the most messed up angle that could have ever happened. Could have ever happened. Oh, like I said, folks, I am a little under the weather, but that's all right. We're gonna keep it rocking. First off, War Games. Overall, War Games, me personally, I give it a C. Mainly because what's going on, Reggie? Mainly because one of the quote unquote featured matches didn't live up to par as what I thought it would be. But let's go down the card real quick. Starting off the War Games show was the women's War Games. Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch defeated Damage Control, which consists of Bayley, Asuka, Io Sky, and Kyrie Sane. The women kicked ass. Plain and simple. The women kicked ass. With that being said, in my previous statement about one of the main events did not live up to the hype, you know what I'm trying to say. The women stole the show. Stole the show. Io Sky doing what she does. Um, Bianca Belair, even Charlotte and Becky, and then Kyrie Sane coming back. The women put Bailey was the MVP of this match. Bailey got beat down, saved pins and beat down. Every time somebody's about to get a pin, Bailey come and save that ass. Then she got beat down to the point where the pinfall was against her. So Bianca, Charlotte, and Shotzi and the crew defeated Damage Control in a long match, 33 minutes. You ain't never lied. EO loves jumping off of something. And I don't know if anybody else noticed when Charlotte did her little moonsault or whatever, EO caught like both feet in the face. Like, EO is crazy. Next matchup, I'm sure when Mongo joins back, he'll have more to say about the women's matchup. But I'm going to go through the card as best as I can. The next matchup was Gunther against The Miz. We already know Gunther's that dude. But for those of you who have kind of forgotten that The Miz is a sports entertainer. The Miz is a sports entertainer. I'm not going to. There were a couple of minutes and a couple of moments where I thought, oh shit, they may actually let Miz pull this off. What the hell? What the hell? Hmm. But of course, Gunther finally made Miz. Nah. I mean, I love Miz and I understand wanting the Miz to win, but mm, I understand Miz, and of course, Miz has become a fan favorite and everything like that. But at the end of the day, are you really going to have a competitor like Gunther lose to the Miz on a big stage? You're not going to have that. That's not going to happen. Remember, you're building Gunther up. He is now the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. There's absolutely no way that he should be losing to the Miz. I love the Miz, but nah, it should not be happening. Oh, he's back and he's joined us. Mongo, I'm actually on match 2 of WarGames Survivor Series right now. You have anything to say about the women's WarGames match? I went over that very briefly. I thought it was the best match of the night, personally.
They stole the show. They stole the show.
Okay.
EO bringing out her old top of the ring, top of the cage trash can spot was cool. From the first women's war games back in 3 years ago, 2
Right.
years ago, 3 years ago.
I think EO has been in every WarGames match that has been created. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
She was on the NXT side. She was on last year. She was on the good people side, and now this year she's on the bad people side.
She flips as much as a Big Show does, but
Yeah.
she's definitely like a star in those matches. Those are kind of EO's matches. Uh, like we said last week, I kind of expected them to win this one. They didn't. Team Bianca got the dub. It was a great one. It was really exciting. There's something about this. This might be strange, but I think this is the truth. I think they let the women do more crazy spots
They
because the
do.
stuff they were doing, like the men weren't doing. Like the craziest thing we got out of the men was like the RKO which we'll get to, which is cool. But like you get a
Overall,
lot more wild things from the first one than you did the main event.
I'm thinking that maybe the reason. Oh, well, this is a
Yeah,
good point too.
yeah. If Jason Jordan has his hands on it, it's gonna be a dub.
Right, it's a banger. But I think maybe the reason being is they want to let fans know that they let their women go out there and wrestle. I think that's what it is. Like, hey, our female competitors, they can do the same shit that the guys do. Just because you don't see them do it all the time doesn't mean that they can't do it. As a matter of fact, here's your chance to watch them do it. I think it's just one of those times. I think War Games. You know how WrestleMania they WrestleMania they always let the male competitors go. It's balls to the walls. Do what you want. This is the biggest show. This is the biggest stage. Do what you want. The female matches at WrestleMania seem to be a lot more tame. So War Games is their WrestleMania, where Trips is like, go out there and do what y'all do. Have fun. That's
Yeah,
how I see it.
yeah. That's fair. Uh, well, if my computer shat itself, so we'll do these first, and then I'll get to it. Just calm down, relax a little bit. Uh, yeah. I'm catching up on this IPWF show. I'm about 30 behind on you until we get closer to the end of it. Uh,
Well,
yeah.
right now there's a pair of cheeks out on my on my TV screen. I
Right
don't know
now,
I don't know
I
whose
got I
cheeks
got
they are.
I got Diener and cousin Jake as a as a ripoff of the Fabulous Ones, which is hilarious if you've seen the Fabulous Ones from what was it, Mid South, I think.
Uh-huh.
And they came out to you dropped a bomb on me.
Yeah.
Oh God. What are we on right now? Miz and Gunther.
Yes. Miz and Gunther.
Miz once again proves why
Cookies.
he's still here.
That's ladies and gentlemen, Mongo is literally repeating exactly what I said. Like, if you forgot that Miz was a sports entertainer, this match should have reminded you why he's still there. Um,
He did great, man. He did fantastic. Like, he's not the technical worker that Gunther is or a lot of his opponents are, but what he does is he brings the entertainment side. He gets the crowd more into things.
and like I
It's
said, there was a couple of times where you really thought he may was gonna take it for a hot second. Like he shouldn't be the one to take it, but
yeah, yeah. I I thought I didn't think he was gonna win, but I was like, damn, they're giving him some real offense. They're giving him some time. They're giving him his
hmm
chance. And it wasn't the match of the night. It wasn't my favorite Gunther match, but it was really good. It was I just think I wish people would recognize what the Miz has done in his career and give him his flowers.
right,
There are
right.
people that
Like
just really just don't like him and they just think he's just terrible. Right? He's not terrible. He's good, but the things he excels at are the things that keep you with a job in the WWE.
pretty much. Like at the end of the day, the best skill you need to have in WWE and in any professional wrestling is the skill to be able to be in front of the camera and talk on the mic and create a story. And luckily for him, he had that backup with as far as being on a reality television show. So he was able to understand TV time, angles, things of that nature. So it pays off. It pays the hell off.
I gotta fix this computer this week. Let's see. As
Mm-mm.
far as the women go, WWE is making it a point to showcase as much of the women as possible. As opposed to AEW one women's match, maybe one segment per show. We were talking
Mm.
about that yesterday during our during the Boom Goes Dynamite episode, which is what we've named it. And again,
Ow, 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 and boom goes dynamite.
yesterday that was about what it was. We got Tony Storm and what's your name? Uh, Mariah, is it Mariah May? Marissa May? Um,
I forgot who it was,
my
but
my
yeah,
my
one
mind's
segment.
my mind's kind of blanking right now. It's been a long week. They had a segment, and then
Mariah May,
Mariah May, and then we got Emmy Sakura taking on Julia Hart,
Julia,
which was
and that match was very. Emi Saka was very stiff, and it caught Julia by surprise a lot in that match. We'll get to that in a
I
second. We'll
I talked to you and some other people in the chat about a month ago about like, damn man, it is hard to watch some of this weirder like wrestling from overseas that kind of like they do strange things. But one thing that I do watch is Amy Sakura's promotion over there because
Mhm.
it's streaming on YouTube. It's easy to watch, and she'll kick the shit out of you. She she will
Yo,
kick the hell out of you.
yo, she fucked Julia up on. But I digress. Let's get back to the Bible series. All right, Gunther wins by submission. Match was about 12 minutes and 20 seconds. Not bad. Next match. See, maybe the most perfect example, but yeah, they might be.
I think they're both people that not only that, but they took advantage of their one opportunity
Hmm.
and made the absolute most out of it. Because Cena he was about to be fired before he turned into one of the greatest superstars of all time, if not the greatest. And Miz, he
Right.
shouldn't have even been there. Miz was a damn reality show star and nothing else. Boom. Now he's the only two-time Grand Slam champion ever.
Hmm. Next matchup, a match that could have been and should have been on SmackDown. Santos Escobar
Yeah.
and Dragon Lee. I,
That
I love
I
those two
feel
guys, but that match had no place on there.
I think down the line, once we get more of this heel Santos and Dragon Lee has had more time to work on the main roster, this would have been like a 15-minute balls to the wall match.
Right.
But they kind of just needed someone to get beat for Santos. That's what Carlito was there for originally. I don't know what happened there. I
He
don't know if
got
he's really
injured.
hurt. I don't know if it's just a story. I don't know what happened, if it's legit or not. But oh, I see who you're talking about. That's Gia Miller over there with Ace
Oh,
Austin.
okay. Okay. With
Uh,
with the cheeks out.
mm, uh,
Hmm.
yeah, they're both great, and I saw people raving about this match on Twitter. It it was good, but
It was a
compared
SmackDown
to
match. It
yeah,
was
well,
a it was
compared
a
to
SmackDown main event match.
it, I wouldn't. I'm not saying anything on this card was bad, but if you're gonna go best to worst, I would say this is the worst match on the card.
Yeah.
Maybe ahead of the next one, but I would really. It just it did what it needed to do, but also Santos just beat Dragon Lee flat. Like
Like beat him up.
one of my one of my questions was like, all right, who's gonna interfere? And then when Dragon Lee got swapped in, I was still like, all right, who's gonna interfere in this match? And we were thinking Humberto and Angel because of that report that went around that they're gonna come up and help him. That didn't happen. Zelina didn't come in. Nobody. He just,
Right.
just fucking beat him.
Beat his
Clean
ass.
as a whistle. Just beat him.
Right. Didn't cheat or nothing. Like, damn. Like, okay. Next matchup was 9 minutes and 15 seconds. I think this matchup was probably about maybe 2 to 3 minutes too long. Rhea Ripley defeated Zoe Starks. That
Yeah.
matchup, it had a couple of moments, but overall, um,
And we like them
it
both.
was
Rhea's great. Zoe's been really good, but you know what I think might have helped it if it went before the women's war games match.
maybe.
But then
Yeah.
you don't want to have the two war games matches so close together. That's why they do. the sandwich. But I don't know.
Well,
I just
I'll tell you this: the they should have reversed the War Games matches. That's for damn sure.
well, they had to
Um,
do it for the ending of the show, which I know you loved. So yeah, Rhea Ripley gets
which
the Riptide for the win, and then can I ask you a question about the men's
yeah,
match? And chat,
yeah,
if you want to jump in on this, um, why was Randy late?
because I guess the build up suspense with them wondering if he was going to
Sure,
actually
sure,
show.
yeah. In story, why was Randy late?
Mm-mm.
I don't know
God.
either. Was it explained? If it was explained on Monday, I would still be upset about it. But like,
No, they never said like, oh, he finally thought about it and came out. And no, they never said nothing. They just
I
yeah,
was
they
stuck
just
in
kept it
traffic.
moving.
Uh, it wasn't explained at all. Yeah, I was thinking like maybe he'd do it on Raw, but he didn't. And
I just want to know what the hell was that little noise thing that he did before he did the DDT with the legs on the ropes to what's his name? What the fuck was that? Was that like a
that was
little
that was the side effects of the creatine he was using. Out
okay? Yeah,
of the
Mike Tyson
way,
touched my butt.
he looks yoked. I've been saying that in the chat
Yo,
all week. That man is ripped.
that man made Drew McIntyre look little.
Good
Okay,
God, he is gorge. I
all
don't
right.
know what
Since we
he's
since we brought him
never
up,
been this massive.
last match of the night was the men's War Games match. Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, Jay Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton defeated the Judgment Day along with Damian Priest. Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom, and JD.
And then Swoley Orton, which is just not.
Right. But this match was doo doo. I'm sorry. Other than the RKO, probably.
Just sitting in the mirror, just
Sexy boy.
Priest eating the pin. Yeah, I of all the people that could have been eating the pin, but
Why
he's used to
didn't
Money in the Bank.
JD eat the pin? Why didn't JD
JD
eat the pin
JD took an RKO off the top of the cage
and die?
and didn't get pinned.
Why did the man who's the
Yeah,
undisputed tag team champ and senior Money in the Bank get pinned?
because the WWE hates their Money in the Bank winners until they win a belt.
But this match was
That's it.
this match was booty.
Yeah.
I was not impressed by this. I was not impressed by this match. That's why before I began talking about this match on Mongo, I gave it an overall of a C
The whole
for
show is
the
see.
yeah.
Mm.
And I'm not even
I'm,
taking into I'm not even taking into and it went up to a C due to the ending of the person that I don't like.
I
Because honestly, because see, first of all, if you pay attention, if you listen before you start writing, I said the grade went up because of him. Because honestly, this show deserved a D because the only good match was the Women's Survivor Series match. The
I was
only
seeing
ma-
some discourse on social media about this show. Do you think they should do the War Games matches and the traditional Survivor Series tag matches?
yeah, yeah,
You think they should do both?
yeah, yeah,
Do you think there
yeah,
should be one War Games match and then the other matches are the survive? Like, I don't think you should have two War Games matches.
yeah, absolutely,
I think
absolutely.
the most heated feud with a group. Get
Either
war
it's the
games.
men or the women get the war games.
Yeah.
If whoever's not part of that feud, y'all get the regular 5-on-5s. Bring back the 5-on-5s and bring back the mismatch teams for these 5-on-5s. I don't want every team to make sense. I want
Bring back the mixed match challenge. Sorry.
I want for some odd reason, goddamn, uh what you call it, Alpha Academy teaming with shit the damn who's a with Pretty Deadly. I want them on a team together. Okay, like I want teams that don't make sense for these 5-on-5s. The way that Survivor Series used to be. It used to
We're
be
talking about Tito.
right. The Mixed Match Challenge was fun. Like the way that Survivor Series used to be, you would have the most random ass teams. Like there's no reason for the Ultimate Warrior to be teaming up with the Heart Foundation. Like that should have never happened. But it did.
When they brought in Nick Aldis to GM, they had this tension of like there being some issues with brand on brand stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah. What happened with
Like
that?
they were kicking each other out of the shows. What the fuck? Where did that didn't lead to anything? We didn't get a match out of that.
Like like WWE, pay attention. The last time y'all did that brand on brand, that's how the man was born.
It can make some stars, that's for sure. Um, I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
I think
overall,
I would say C plus, maybe B minus.
like I said, I get it. It gives it a. I give it a C. And like I said, I brought it up.
And also thinking about that, that's the worst grade we've probably given a pay per view from the WWE this year.
Yeah.
'Cause everything they've done this year has been pretty much top notch. B
Hmm.
pluses or A's we've been giving out. This is the first one we've really given something such a low grade.
Right. And like I said, I brought the grade up because of the return of Mr. Phil Brooks. At the end of the day, I don't like the man or not, but that return was the most viewed video in WWE social media history. I can't deny numbers. That moment moved the fucking needle. As much as I hate to admit it about CM Punk, that moment of him coming back moved the needle.
All
Bravo
right.
to
So
WWE for doing it. Bravo for him for being able to pull it off. Do I like the idea? Nope. If you heard our show a couple
on
of days
Sunday,
ago on Sunday, I went into a deep rant about that.
and it's
A
up on our
deep
YouTube
rant.
page.
Mhm.
Go check it out, or it's on Twitch also. Stays up for 2 weeks. And it's on Facebook. You can go find it. We're not gonna cover that for 40 minutes again.
Right.
Um, all the freakouts about Punk. Seth was part of a work. We're clearly gonna get a match with him.
Supposedly they
Drew
already have
was gonna,
two feuds set up for Punk. Sorry to cut you off,
yeah,
Mongo. Supposedly they already have
yeah.
two feuds set up. They
Drew
had
was Drew was just kind of mad about just general shit.
they
And
said
who
Drew
was the
was
other
mad
one?
about a miss. They said Drew was mad about a missed spot between him and Jay.
Maybe, because that's
Because
what
I
led to his
think
heel
that's
turn.
because I think they said it was a missed spot, and their heads collided or something like that, and it wasn't supposed to. I think that's what he was upset about.
It might be it. It might be it. And then the other one was Rhea. Rhea Ripley was like doing the like jerk off motion
Yeah,
when Punk music hit. We were like, oh, she's mad about it. No, that's just Rhea being Rhea.
right.
That's what she does to anybody that's not the Judgment Day. She's just
Pretty
these
much.
jerk offs, flip them off. Like that's just what she does.
The real no one. I paid that no attention.
We'll see how Phil behaves for the next year. I give it 10 months. I've been saying that since
Supposedly,
Sunday.
supposedly, you even brought it up with us. There's a behavior clause in Punk's contract.
Yeah, Um, I think everybody in the WWE has some kind of like, you can't do this, or we're gonna have to fire you, or terminate your contract. Whether it's stuff like what happened with Mandy, that kind of stuff, or terminate you. Um, any kind of horrific offensive language that you put out on socials or whatever, we'll stuff like that. Apparently, when it comes to Punk, and I've seen different reports on this. I'm not entirely sure. Rumors are that it does involve just like, don't be a fucking dick backstage.
That's probably what it boils down to. They're all legal shit. It didn't like. Please, you can't do this. AKA, don't be Phil.
Don't
That's
be
pretty much what it said.
don't
Don't be
be
Phil.
Phil.
But speaking of firing and clauses, it has been brought to light that Daniel, Mr. Finney, Brian, Mr. Finney Danielson was part of the committee and headed the committee who fired Punk from AEW. And
Yeah,
the reason we called the
I
reason we
don't like
called
that.
the reason we called Danielson Mr. Feeney is because if you remember like his last his second to last run in WWE, he was pretty much the old guy with the sweaters and just giving out advice when he when he really couldn't wrestle for a hot minute. So that's why we call him Mr. Feeney.
Mm.
You don't like it that he was the one to,
I don't like that he was put in the position to do it. There are people that are like calling Brian a snitch and calling him 12 now, and it's like,
I I don't like that Tony Khan didn't have the balls to do it. He
that's what
made
I'm saying.
like I think he should have been part of the committee on whether or not he stayed. That for sure.
He should
Because
have been
he,
heading it.
at the end of the day, he's the locker room leader. But yeah, he shouldn't have been heading it, and he shouldn't have been the one to be like, "Hey, Phil, don't come back to work."
And Brian is involved in management in AEW. He is. He has been for a while now. I think since Brawl Out, essentially. Um,
Yeah.
I believe, who's the guy that used to do the podcast with Dax, Matt Coon, had mentioned that Brian's been doing management for a while now. And I think I saw some other report about that being the case about a year ago. Whereas Jericho's like the locker room leader and like gives out ideas, Brian is legitimately involved in managing problem. So
Right.
the fact that he's involved in it isn't an issue, but this is something. Do you
That
remember
the
when
owner should have. That this is something that Vince would have been the one person to been like, "Hey, look, you're fired."
either Vince or like Nick Khan would have made a move or something? But like, do you remember when Tony came out and said that they had released Punk, and that he's like, I feared for my life, and we were like, oh, don't be such a wuss. But also, we gave him props for like finally making the move to do what he had
Now
to
we got to
do.
take that
Remember
back.
that? We got to
Now
take
we
it
got to
back,
take that back.
but
Mhm.
because he wasn't involved. He was like, if you guys want to do it, which also makes me think that maybe he didn't think his life was in danger, like he said it was. Maybe he didn't. Maybe was there even a
No, it's
point
not
where
even
Punk?
that. It's not even that. He genuinely is a fanboy and will do anything to make sure that the people he wants stay.
Well, I'm thinking like, did he even get lunged at? You know, and we're not gonna know because legally they can't talk about it. Apparently Punk doesn't really want to deal with AEW stuff. He kind of wanted to just move past it and be done with it. Um, which you know, honestly, I think it's because of legal reasons. I don't know that for a fact. I don't know anything about that. But considering the way he was acting for the past 2 years in AEW, why wouldn't he make a shot? Why wouldn't he take one?
My whole thing
Uh,
is that why was he being a spoiled brat in AEW? Like, you literally got everything you wanted. What was the purpose of being a spoiled brat?
You know what I really think? He's grown. He's matured. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months. You can't tell me that he decided, oh, you know what? I was wrong. I really should have. Uh, he's almost 50, and he's in 3 months he's going to change his look on life. No, he did not do that in 3 months. No, he did not. No, I'm sorry. No, he didn't. He's saying, "Kind of let him do whatever." You know what I really think caused the problem, and this is a thing that isn't going to happen in WWE because they're very, very, very strict on issues backstage, and they kind of force you into working shit out, or you just have to just deal with it. Uh, Punk and the Elite never sat down and hashed shit out, and that's not just on
Yeah.
Punk. That is on the Elite. That's on everybody involved. It's on
No.
Tony
Yeah.
Khan. Yeah, they never hashed this out as adults, and that's what
But at
led
the
to them
end of the
constantly taking shots at each other.
but at the end of the day, I don't blame the Elite. Like,
I do.
why is at the end of
I
the
blame all of them.
uh, yes and no, because you got to think. My thing is this: like, Punk just out the blue just started randomly dissing these dudes at a press conference. Out the blue.
It wasn't out of the blue. It wasn't out of the blue. It I said, fuck them all. I did. Do you blame but do you blame the Elite? He came back on with TV shots, started calling out. No, 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 no. Punk was not the first one to come back and take shots. I dislike him as much as everybody else on this podcast does. Punk was not the first one to take shots when he came back from his suspension. It was the Elite and Kenny Omega. Do you guys not remember that when they had that match and they started mocking Punk's? One of the Bucks did the buckshot lariat and think like they messed it up like Punk did when he fought Hangman, and they like Kenny did the little GTS motion and they were mocking him the entire time of that match.
Yes,
A
yes.
month
But
before
look what
Punk
you
came
said.
back.
But look what you said during his suspension. He got suspended for doing some dumb shit off rip.
They got suspended too. They all got suspended. And they
But
came
why
back
did
and
they
did
got
them.
suspended? They came. Listen, Mongo. He took the first shot at the scrum
He did. He
out
did.
of the blue.
It wasn't out of the blue. They were having issues before that. We'd seen it on screen before
But
that. We'd seen
but
reports.
why did he have to? He should have never opened his mouth.
I agree. That shouldn't have happened. That he like that. I don't think the fight backstage was the big issue that night. I think it was when he was at the scrum and he spent 30 minutes ripping the entire company right next to the boss who didn't do anything about it. You know what I mean? That's what I think was what he should have been suspended for. The fighting happens all the time in wrestling. Hell, we like to talk about Hunico and Jericho and Booker, like taking people down for talking shit. We love that. But what happened at that scrum was just highly unprofessional. And we're never going to know the truth about what happened backstage that night. We're never going to know whether it's true that the
Oh,
Elite
we
barged in or
we
if
know the truth.
no, we
Ace
don't.
bit
We
Ace
don't
Ace
know.
bit a motherfucker.
Okay, that part we know is true. That part we know
So
is
don't tell me we don't know what the fuck happened.
but we don't know. We don't because there are two sides to the story where the Bucks come back there and they're like, "Hey, man, what's up? We need to hash this out." And then the other side is they kick the door down and jump him, and they have a fight. And both sides of the story have Kenny Omega just like
Holding the
trying to
dog.
help trying to like help the
Larry.
dog
Trying to
and
help Larry.
helping Ace's wife, and he comes back and Ace bites him. Like both that is the only part in both sides of the story that are true. Is that he got bit by a man named Ace and saved a dog named Larry, which is still one of the funniest things I've ever heard. That is still to this day one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. I have talked to non-wrestling fans. I'm like, yeah, this dude he saved Larry, but got bit by Ace in the process. Like, like what? Like an animal? Like, oh no.
No. Larry's the dog.
Ace was a person.
Right. Everybody has the same face. What?
One of those that's good in both stories of Adam Cole is that image of Cole with his headphones on, playing
Doing
the
this.
Switch, just doing the John Cena thing. But we're never gonna know the whole issue back there, ever. They're all suspended. The Bucks lose their belts. Punk loses his belt. Punk and Omega lose their belts. They come back a little earlier than Punk does. Punk doesn't come back until Collision starts, right? The Elite take shots at Punk a few times before Collision happens.
You're absolutely
he wasn't
right.
the first one to take a shot. He wasn't the first one. Now, him taking a shot almost every night after Collision, where fans were recording him taking shots, probably could have calmed down a little bit on that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The Elite also lost their belts. So, like, they're all wrong and they're all assholes. Let's be real.
Yeah.
They're all assholes. Every single one of them. And they all should have been brought together and told, hey, fix your shit, get over it, grow up, and let's move on. But Tony can't do that.
Nah.
Neither can apparently anybody else that deals with this stuff in that company. So that happened. But I don't think that's going to happen in WWE. I do think he's going to lose his shit and leave and take his ball and go home. But I don't think he's going to have a good chance fighting anybody in WWE, though, because I would love to see him pick a fight with Chad Gable and get tied into a fucking pretzel. That'd be fantastic. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, who's he gonna pick a fight with in WWE that isn't gonna immediately whip his ass? You know what I mean? Like,
I want to see him. I want to see him get into a fight with ex-military Bobby Lashley and ex-military Montez.
Oh, please start some shit with Montez Ford. Oh my god, that boy is huge. But I don't think they're gonna have those specific problems. He's not gonna go on a scrum and rant for 40 minutes and cause all these issues. But in 10 months there's gonna be a problem. This is what's gonna make for one hell of an episode of Dark Side of the Ring in about 5 to 10 years. If they're legally allowed to discuss it. If they're legally allowed to discuss it, yes. If they can legally discuss it. But right now they can't. Nobody can. I'm gonna jump and whip his ass. So yeah, and then we get to Monday, and he cuts a promo. Did you listen to the promo? Did you see it?
Yeah.
It was one of the
And
first.
then I saw that, and then I saw the end of it where he says, "I'm not here to make money. I'm here to make. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money."
Okay, but what did he say during that promo? During the promo, he was like, "Everyone loves me. They were kissing me in the face. Were there hugs backstage? I'm happy to be here. I'm here for the fans. I'm here for you." He drops the mic. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. So that could be like him teasing the heel turn. Who cares? The point is, we're setting up some stuff with Punk. According to Fightful, everyone seems to be okay with him backstage, or there doesn't seem to be any issues yet.
Everybody's being mature. They're like,
that's the thing. Everyone's being mature about it, because in one company you're told to work your shit out, deal with it, and just try to be an adult. In another company, you're given your own television show where you can tell people that you don't like to not come back, including the head of talent relations. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that I'm having to just like be so pro WWE about this. And it's not really that I'm pro them, it's just that
It's
for
called
2 years we
structure.
just saw that AEW didn't handle this like adults. It was just poorly done. This will go down as one of the worst handled moments in wrestling.
I think in WWE also, everybody's part of their maturity is their mindset is, look, we got to go out there and put on a show. If you can put on a show, I don't have nothing to say to you. That's literally what their mindset is. Like, just put on the show. Mongo, Baddie's about to come through the screen on you.
Hmm. Promo was mid. Promo was mid. Did I win? All right. I'm sorry. We got a little distracted. We'll come back to this. Let's talk about fan predictions. I'm gonna pull this up. We're gonna look at this together. Because Kenny asked you about a rule. I don't want you to say the rule that we talked about, but I did ask you about a rule in chat.
Yes, you
We
did.
both agreed on what the rule is. Correct? We both
Yeah.
agree. Don't say what the rule is, but we both agree. You,
Right.
me, Tito, Matt, we all agree on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. I'm gonna share this with the class.
Female.
All right. So as you can see, Kenny and I just kind of fucked up here. We failed tremendously. Didn't get anything right. Matt got Mike got Bianca. Jeremy Tito, he got everything right. He perfect predicted. Mike got this time right, but it didn't matter. Here, Cookies, like I said, better luck next time. You failed.
Right.
Batty and Reggie were both correct here. Perfect, right? So the issue comes down to the tiebreakers. Batty got this one right.
Because
Nobody
so
interfered.
Baddie.
So here's the question. Do we go to the next tiebreaker, or is this it? Before you even look at these times, do we go to the next tiebreaker, or is this it?
In my opinion, that's it.
Okay. Now, Reggie, if we do this, you still lose
Right.
because you went over on time. It's closest without going over. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner and new Under the Ring podcast fan prediction champion,
Big
Big Bad
Bad
Booty Betty.
Baddie.
Sorry, Reggie. Sorry, brother. It's just she. You know, you went a little high on that tiebreaker, man. You went a little high on that, and again, that really didn't count since we said it was the first one, but still. And so you get a chance next week, brother. There are 2 shows next week on Saturday. I can't even be mad. You're right. You shouldn't be mad. Y'all had a really good. Y'all did better than we did.
Right.
You know.
I didn't get shit right.
Yeah. Tito blew us out of the water. It wasn't even competitive.
Wait, Mongo, pull that back up. We got to figure out who goes first between me and you.
Oh, we both failed equally.
Go to the times.
I'll say
Go
this.
to the
I was
times.
about to say, I'll say this because of the times. If we're gonna do closest without going over, I will go first because you got 8:14. I had 7:36. So Write that down for next week. You go first, or I go first. I go first.
Hey, Mongo. DK Metcalf is up to 3 receptions, 108 yards, 2 TDs.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Kenny, for starting him. Appreciate that, my man.
Yo, I'm not gonna show your other comment.
Not one bit.
Nope, not doing that. Gregory goes first. That's correct. I'm not showing
Gregory goes first on that next comment.
I am not. I am not. I'm not showing that one either. I'm not showing that one either. No, we're not doing that. This is this is a show for children.
Right, we do have a
This is a
couple of kids
family
that
show.
do watch,
Yeah, we
even though
got.
I'll be
Yeah, we
saying
ain't. Wow.
right. That's exactly what. Wow. But yep, Batty, you the queen out here. You won. All right. The last thing I'm gonna say about this scene.
Back to CM Punk.
I'm
Yeah.
about to say the last thing I'm gonna say about CM Punk. Oh,
There you go.
okay. There you
There you
go.
go.
Is
Chad talks more trash than we do.
right.
You know, Chad talks a lot more trash than we do.
Right. The last thing I'm gonna say about CM Punk is that I was never a fan of him in ring as well. So there is no hype for me with him being back. What I do see is him taking opportunities away, and because they seem to have a plan where there's pretty much 2 feuds lined up for him. One is Seth Rollins, and then after that, he's supposed to feud with Roman Reigns. Now, if he feuds with Roman Reigns, that has to end with Roman beating him into a bloody fucking pulp. That's
So
the way I see it.
so here's the thing. He's gonna fight Seth at Mania on night 1 in the main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, which means we have to deal with Seth being world champion until Mania, which I really don't want to see
Yeah.
because I thought we were gonna have a little hot potato with this belt for a while, and they just don't do it because
Mhm.
WWE is obsessed with long title reigns, and I can't figure out why. Why is every
I
champion gonna have those things for like 3 years? Why are we doing this? What the why?
I don't understand that either. I'm being honest. I don't understand. It's time for them to do a reset with all the champs. All the champs. And split those tag titles up. No more undisputed. Because when you do
If
that,
not gonna
they're
if not
holding.
gonna split the belts up, at least give them just one set of belts. Something. I don't like holding both sets of belts.
I think it's cool for pictures, but I split those belts up. Let each brand have their belt. No, that'll be me.
No, no, I'm not.
That'll be me.
Well, my eyes
That'll be me.
my eyes are red. That's why my eyes look red. Mine's actually high on O2. Yeah. I also like we don't have the red blue belts anymore for other champions, you know?
All right.
So they look a little weird right now. They just look out of place. Um like Gunther is the only person that has a long reign right now that I think has really earned it. Roman, he's a different entity altogether. But like I was tired of Reigns' run by last Mania. So this whole year, I've just kind of been sick of it already. And that's coming from a Roman Reigns fan. I've been a fan of his since he showed up with the Shield. Through the good times and the bad, I've been there. I'm ready for him to lose that belt. If the feud after Seth or Punk is Roman, I would assume he's facing Roman with Roman not having a belt anymore.
I would hope so.
But also,
And
I think they have a reason to keep the belts on Roman longer. And it's not
yeah,
for it's not for a record. It's not for the record. They are the most profitable they have ever been right now.
yeah.
When it comes to profits, they have never been. They are making nearly $2 billion a year net, $2 billion a year with Roman at the top. What are they working on right now, business wise? TV deals. You're gonna want to have the guy on top that brought you all that money. Show you, you don't want people thinking that you're gonna go down once he loses that belt. So you're gonna want to keep those networks happy. So I don't even think he's gonna lose it at Mania.
All I know is that feud has to end with Roman beating him to a bloody pulp. That's how that has to end.
Here's what I'm afraid of. If you go back and you look at AEW's numbers, when Punk was, we don't like Punk, we don't, but factually, looking at stats, he brought their ratings up. He brought them to their highest, their best performing pay-per-views. Like the shows where he was heavily featured were pay-per-views that got them the most money, right? I think they can show the board, the TKO board, that and say, if you don't think Cody is going to be able to keep these numbers up, we have proof that this person's a draw. And I know you believe what I just said because you're not yelling. You're just very sad that it's true. I can see you're upset about it.
You see what I said? I said I can't deny that his moment moved the needle. It's the most viewed video they have in social media history. So I can't argue. Like I said, I can't argue numbers, and those are numbers. So it is what it is.
And the Mongo knew the stats like that. I can't quote you the exact numbers, but I know what the reports have been. I know what the facts are, and that's just what it is. When it comes to who are the two biggest draws in wrestling right now today, it is Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just how it is. The numbers on Raw. The numbers on Raw jumped to nearly 2 million when Punk was announced for it.
Listen, his merch is already.
They've been at 1.3 until this past week. Sorry, go ahead.
I said his merch has become the second top selling thing of the week so far, if I'm not mistaken.
Not only is he at near the very top ranking merch wise in WWE, he is still like the number one merch seller in AEW. Yeah,
Like you can't deny what he's showing.
So we're just gonna have to suck it up and just deal with it.
Right. I don't like any of it, but ain't shit I can do.
That's why
I'm,
really hope another world title takes up some steam. And they'll be pressing tees. Yeah, pro wrestling tees, but yeah, AEW.
like I don't want to watch WWE anymore. But
Yeah,
I don't
you said
want
that
to.
Saturday. You said that Saturday, and I was like, you'll calm down. And so far, you still feel that way. You're not really digging anything.
I'm not. I'm
And
not.
he's also
Here's the thing. I did watch, and I will continue to watch NXT because I know his ass won't show up there.
no, he will not. No, he will
Hmm?
not.
I know his ass won't show up there.
Look at what Tito just said. He'll watch as long as Phil won't be there. That's right.
Hmm? I
That's
know his
correct.
ass won't be there. And especially since he's considered a free agent, so he can
I was
bounce back and forth
about to bring that up.
between
He's going
Raw,
to be on SmackDown.
between Raw and SmackDown. I, I have no problems catching good highlights, but overall watching it, I can't. NXT, I'm there. I'm there. Mm-mm. I
Fine,
invested.
because NXT's right now, I think, is the best
I
show in WWE.
I invested. The fact that Andre Chase has gambled away the school's money.
Bro, bro, let's talk about this. I didn't know. I didn't know what we were getting with NXT with the Andre Chase stuff. I was this past week. I was like, oh, not Corey Jade. JC Jane did something to mess with funds or whatever. No, Andre Chase
Was out here
gambled his
betting
money.
on shit, gambled the money. I fucking love it.
God.
I love it. Your man said, I'm here to talk about the accusations and allegations that the funds were misappropriated. And
Something with money.
I just want to let you know they're all true.
Had a student, right? Brother's a high roller. Brother's broke.
I know where part of that money was going. Part of that money was going to his sneaker game. Because remember, Andre Chase wrestles in Jordans.
Yes, he does. His shoe game is pretty solid.
Right.
It's pretty solid. I
Yo,
don't
your
know what
man.
I don't know what I expected it to be, but it wasn't him gambling student funds away.
It really wasn't. It really was. And Duke looking in the background like, what? 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 Holding the trophy. Holding the trophy like.
Holding it close, like did he gamble this away? This is
Yo,
mine. I'm this.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's so good. It's so good. That's good television. All right, that's what that is.
Right.
That's drama. That's intrigue.
That's
parlays on FanDuel.
that's exactly what's going on. My man Chase. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
All
But
right,
what I do want to bring up, hold on.
Should we share the segment on here?
What, the Chase?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I ain't trying to get sued. They gonna take it down and mute it. They gonna mute it. Bro, we can't even play the theme. We can't even play 20 seconds worth of a theme song.
20? We can't play 2.
Okay?
We can't
Like,
even play 2. Bro,
they will mute.
I got a copyright strike on episode 45 last week. And do you know what it was for? It was you doing the John Cena theme song for 5 seconds.
Rip my.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The dude, yeah, that was, yeah. And you can
I can't do do do.
I don't get. No.
I can't do do do.
I don't give a shit.
Do 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 do.
I don't.
I can't do do do.
You have full clearance to do all you want to. I'm not
Okay. I just wanted to feel the horns.
You go ahead, brother.
That's
Like
all.
if we can't play the music, damn it, we are gonna sing it ourselves. I'm not stopping that. We are
Right,
not
like,
going that low.
hey, come on, it's my voice. It ain't the best, but damn, it's
Maybe
just
they thought
me.
you just sounded too close.
Like, hey. Mister. But I want to talk about something that's going on in AEW right now. Not to just to kind of go to the next thing real quick. The Continental Classic Tournament, aka AEW's G1. That's what this really is. Let's be realistic. This is the G1. Since Danielson couldn't go to real one, they made one up for him. Captain Jack Captain Jack over there with the one eye, Danielson, right?
Yeah.
So far, the two top point getters are Swerve and Mox. They are really pushing. I damn sure do. Y'all don't want me to listen. Once I feel a little better, I might let y'all know what it is. Might let y'all know what it is. I got a little in me. But they are really pushing Swerve. Two
Yeah.
big wins over Hangman got him leading this tournament right now. This is and for those of you real quick in the NYC area, you can actually see Swerve tomorrow. He's going to be at House of Glory. And if you happen to be at House of Glory, you might see this handsome face. Stop by, say hello, take a picture with me. I don't charge.
Don't get too close because might catch the flu or something. Whatever the hell you got.
Nah. I'm getting rid of this today.
Yeah, man.
I'm taking
Yeah, they
I'm about to smoke an eighth of Theraflu.
they seem to be fully in on Swerve. They're fully in on Swerve, as
I'm
they
gonna be
should
honest.
be. As they
I
should
didn't
be.
expect I didn't expect him to beat Jay White. I did
I
not expect that.
I so Tito and I talked about this yesterday.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm watching. Reggie.
be there.
I'm going to House of Glory because I'm going to see Swerve versus Speedball, baby.
Ooh, his two favorites. I think it was you. I think it was me, Tito, and Mike, and Matt yesterday. I think all these days are kind of blurring together. But we talked about this, and my predictions were either it's going to be the first tie. Tito brought that up, but it might be the first tie of the tournament, or Swerve's going to win.
Yeah, Swerve
I
is
didn't
winning.
think I didn't think I didn't think Jay was going to outright win last night because Swerve just has way too much momentum. And GYV, God damn. All right, that's gonna be a
Yeah.
good show.
Yes, it is.
But what's coming near my country.
Everything.
AEW's Revolution, baby. For Sting's last match.
Mm.
From North Carolina, I might have to make the drive and take my oxygen having ass in there and see if they can
It
let me
makes
put you.
sense that his last match would be in North Carolina because you figure that's where a lot of the NWA when they were doing TBS stuff was based around.
Yeah.
Always had shows up there and stuff like that. So
Plus,
it makes sense.
Flair country. Flair country. Um
This is so basically that's where Flair kicks him in the nuts. So
yeah.
it's not his last match.
Yeah. We're gonna get Flair versus Sting in Flair's last match, part 2.
So I don't know if you ever okay, when I was little, right? I know this is a long time ago and you can't fathom me being young, Mongo.
I'm sure they have records of it back in like Egyptian times. Yeah, but
yeah, GI Joes.
yeah,
GI Joes were about this big, right? They had a little screw in the back. You could take, and if you were smart, you could take the GI Joes apart and put different pieces of GI Joes together. And they had a little rubber band at the waist that gave them like little swivel hips. I used to use these GI Joes to play in my wrestling ring, fighting. And when I would do the Boston Crab with the GI Joes, because it's on a rubber band, the body would literally just like snap all the way back to where the legs would be touching their back of their heads. That's what's going to happen when Sting does the Scorpion Deathlock on Ric Flair.
got to turn into a little wrestling buddy.
He is going to snap in the back.
Yeah. I know. I wasn't. I didn't go back. I didn't go back far enough. I know. You like my little tree decorating and shit? Yeah, look at that. Me being all festive. With the parachutes.
Oh yeah, Reggie. I had those too.
God damn, y'all are old. Jesus. Sorry. My bad. Sorry. I'm tired. It's been a long day.
At least I stayed awake for 6 months.
Hey. Hey. Let's settle down a little bit.
Enough with the old jokes, god damn it. I'm starting to feel it. It's enough with the old jokes.
Shit, I'm gonna feel old Saturday. Damn, I'm turning 31. I might as well be 60.
You're turning 31. I still got 11 years on you. Hey Tito. You know I'm actually gonna see you tomorrow, right? Like face to face. Right?
I'm talking shit because he ain't gonna be able to hit me.
I'm gonna see you tomorrow, Tito, right?
Possibly come up with in this
I'm
scenario.
about to bust his ass.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all better say it back. Y'all better say it. This punk ass right here is gonna be the big 3-1. Mongo, brother. You know how we feel about you. You know how I feel, brother. You know I love you, man. Many, many, many more.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Thank y'all very much. It's my present is I get to have surgery next week. So if you've been enjoying these
melodious vocals.
Yeah, exactly. If you've been enjoying our daily shows, Kenny's taking over starting next Wednesday for a few days.
You know what my shows, and you know what my shows are like, folks. These shits is out of control.
Those shows might stretch to an hour and a half, maybe. We'll see.
Nah. We keeping it short. We keeping it short. Ain't much to talk.
Keeping it 30.
Keeping it short, baby. Keeping it short.
I do think what we're gonna end up doing is preview the show for that night, and then we go over the highlights of the last night. But that should only add like 5-10 minutes. Like I think we're sticking with. I think we're sticking of like not doing the whole show because damn it, we got places to be.
Damn it, I gotta go to work the next day.
30 minutes stop. Yeah.
Damn it, we gotta go to work the next day.
Thank y'all very much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. So this Continental Classic, they still have not explained the Eddie Kingston situation.
I was about to ask you about that. I still don't understand how the winner is a Triple Crown champion.
I don't know. So Eddie said before the tournament started.
So one question. Hold on. So that loss that Eddie had, was that for any of those belts that he?
No. So here's and that's where it gets confusing. Kenny be in charge? Which cognac do I drink?
Do say, brother, do say.
Oh God. So originally Eddie said every match I'm involved in, belts are on the line, and if you beat me, you get these belts because I don't deserve to be the champion if I can't win this tournament. I think that was before it became a round robin G1 style tournament. Like I think he said it with them not knowing what they were doing yet.
I don't.
Um,
So when
and
does he
then
defend it, and how does it get decided who it's defended against?
so I think we have winners of each block, gold and blue, right? And they face each other. And what I'm thinking is going to happen is we're going to have ties in both. So we end up having semifinals and finals. And that
Mhm.
is when the titles will be on the line. Eddie's going to be in the semifinals of the blue group. And then we're probably going to have Mox and Swerve in the gold. Danielson maybe or Jay for the blue group with Eddie maybe. I'm not entirely sure who's going to be there. I think it's the main prize at the end. I just
But if
it's
if
just
but if
the
that's the
Mhm.
it's almost seeming like the person, the league that Eddie's in, has the best chance of grabbing up his belts because they get to fight him more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like they can't beat him and get the belts. They've got to win their block to get the belts. They've got to win the blue group to get the belts. And then they fight the winner of gold. And then that person has all three. I don't know yet if the Continental Championship is a championship you defend like a regular belt. I don't know if it's like the Owen where you win it like a trophy. And then like the next year someone does it like the diamond ring thing. I have no idea. But I do remember Tony saying this, which drove me nuts because it's factually incorrect. Tony said, never, this is going to be huge because never before have you seen someone in AEW hold three belts from three different promotions.
Didn't Kenny Omega do it?
Correct. Kenny Omega was the Impact champion, the AEW champion, and the AAA champion. And I'm pretty sure FTR had three belts at one time.
Yeah.
So that is just factually false. That's not true. That's just Tony saying things to hype something up that isn't true, which what Tony does a lot. I don't know.
Um.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Eddie's belt.
Here's the thing.
As far as what Tito's saying about the whole like merging belts thing, you can't merge New Japan's belt. You're not part of
Right.
New Japan. You can't just say that
That's what I'm about to say.
Unless New Japan said, "Hey, we don't want to have this belt anymore. Just do something with it."
Here's the thing. You're picking Swerve to win, right?
Yeah.
I'm picking Jay White.
Okay.
The reason being is Jay White getting a hold of that New Japan Strong title is the only way that he can get back into that company. Because remember, he lost a must leave New Japan match.
He did. That's correct.
That's the only way he can get back into that company.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Um, I just think you got to put a belt on Swerve. Damn it, it's time.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think he's going to be the one to beat MJF because MJF's wrestling injured. I'm pretty sure MJF loses to Samoa Joe at the show in December.
I hope so.
So it would be Joe, and then someone beats Joe, and then Swerve beats the person that beat Joe. That is interesting. if that's true. That
Yeah, the
does
Jay White. Hmm.
that does make it interesting. So it might be JY. That might be a solid pick, Kenny.
See, I follow all the promotions, people.
Just because we don't talk about it doesn't mean that we don't know what we're talking about. I mean we don't watch it.
And like I said,
Um,
I don't always dislike AEW. I just think they just need a little structure. That's all.
mm, I don't really care about the tournament that much. I do want to say I think Swerve and Jay had a great one on Dynamite.
Oh yeah,
And it wasn't one sided. We didn't see someone just one handed just dominantly beat
beat.
somebody.
Uh-uh.
Jay could have won that match easy. It could have gone either way. So we'll see.
That's
Anyway,
why I was so. That's why I'm saying I'm so surprised on how like you. We always say that okay, they put the rocket on his back and they shot him up. Blah 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 blah. We always throw that expression around. You actually can see it. They're like it's almost visible the rocket they are putting on Swerve's back and shooting him up. So that's why I was so amazed by it. Like, wow, they really had him beat Jay White. Okay. No, okay. They really going in with this.
yep.
They really gave him two solid wins over Hangman.
hmm
Mm,
I've been calling him this for a while now. Swerve is the only supervillain in professional wrestling. Swerve is legit a supervillain. Genuinely.
yeah, he went to this
He's a
man's house and rubbed
he's
his
a he's a
baby.
he's, he's a criminal mastermind. Like he's an evil bastard. He really is. I I don't see anybody in any other promotion doing that. Like you can talk about how evil Roman is. Roman is this like manipulative, gaslighting prick, you know.
But he
MJF
ain't going
before
to
he turned
nobody's house.
he ain't going that far. MJF, yeah, MJF is a douche, you know. And before he turned face, he did some pretty horrible stuff. But Mongo, no, I didn't. Damn it, I meant to do that. Reggie said that Swerve and Nana are like Nelson and Martin from The Simpsons. Have you seen that bit where he's like Martin's dancing around Nelson and singing his song, right?
That's a good one.
uh,
That's a good one.
yeah, QT Marshall left, and anyway, look,
Damn.
I I've just never really cared about QT Marshall. Have you? I know, like he's a fan. The boys like him. I just
Who? Have you who? Have you who me? Oh no, no,
yeah,
no,
you.
no, no, no,
Okay,
no, no.
all right,
Mm-mm.
okay. That's
No,
what I'm
no,
saying.
no.
Like I is all right. Good luck
No,
out there,
no.
QT. Hope I hope you find success, man. I just
And they said part of the reason he left is because he said that he felt he was a championship worthy star. And Tony didn't see him that way. Listen, QT, if the man that's on cocaine say you ain't got it, then you really don't got it. Because he think everybody got it because he on cocaine. Okay. So if that man is like, nah, it ain't you, homie.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, yeah.
look, man. Not everyone gets a belt on the big companies. Not everyone gets a belt.
Look
Doesn't
how
mean
long
anything bad.
look how long it took Rob Piper to get one.
Yeah, right at the end of his damn career.
Yeah, he didn't even get the big
It was
title.
it was He was the IC champ, and then he got tag titles once. He was way past his prime.
Mm-hmm.
You raggedy bitch. You raggedy bitch.
Yeah, no, no, absolutely not. They say he might be going to MLW, which that might be a good fit for him.
Oh, question. Do we talk about Ric Flair?
Ric Flair, after or during Rampage, told the women in the audience if they were between 18 and 26 to go to his hotel room. Rick's really creepy. After his Dark Side of the Ring episode, Rick should not be near wrestling anymore, ever, at all. Go away, please, Ric Flair. Go away. I'm standing on business. Go away. Get out. That's how I am right now. I do not care. Don't care.
Well,
Go away.
I see. We talked about this, and next news segment.
I mean, do you feel differently? Do you
No, I mean,
disagree? You are allowed to have your opinion and say it. We can talk
no.
about this and be happy.
What is it?
Fine.
Mongo, I agree. Mongo, I agree.
Okay.
I agree. Okay.
Chat.
Sheesh.
Anybody in chat want to fight me on this? Anybody? Let's talk about it. Anyone? Fuck them. Don't care. We were way.
Oh my god.
I'm tired of it, man. I'm so tired, dude. 3 years ago, we had the reckoning come in wrestling, and half of my damn favorites ended up being sex perverts and rapists and bastards, and just and fuck them. Marty Skrull, get the hell out.
Yes, Flair really did say that.
Yeah, Flair really did say that, and they're
cutting it out.
They're thinking of cutting
Rampage.
it out of the program before. Yeah. And the thing is, like, he was saying that before he got in trouble because that was allowed from the 70s to 10 years ago. But it's a different time. You gotta change.
Did you see his statement that he made?
I saw it. Yeah,
about the negativity.
Well, you know what? We'll read it. Let's read it. You got it with you? I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. I got it. We'll do this. Let's talk.
Mongo
let's do this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's
Mongo is hot, folks. Woo!
Okay. We're gonna share it. We're gonna read this together, class. All right. Are you ready? We're gonna talk about this.
Oh my god. This is funny. This is funny. I'm not even saying I disagree with the man, but this is just funny. Mongo is hot.
So this is written Sting, obviously.
I'll read it for you, brother. I'll read it.
Okay, but
I'll read it for you.
Before you start, I thought this was coming from the general dislike of him being signed to AEW, because when he got signed, people were furious. Women, female fans were furious, rightfully so. He assaulted someone on a plane and just didn't really talk about it or address it or apologize for like 15, 20 years until he got called out by Dark Side of the Ring. And even then didn't really apologize for it. And there were people that when that episode came out, Tommy Dreamer got fired from Busted Open for defending Flair. And then he was back on like a month later because people just decided to forgive legends. I don't do that. So go ahead.
I am so tired of hearing all this negativity. I don't need to work, and I don't need the money. Can't I simply enjoy being by my dear friend Sting side for the next few months without so much hatred? I know I'm old, but that doesn't mean I can't enjoy life. I've earned the right to do whatever I want, and I'm exactly where I want to be. I appreciate everything, Tony Khan, but I'm more than willing to walk away if I am embarrassing you and your company. All I can say is I'm sorry.
So
and of course,
here.
Right, about to say, and of course, Jericho, don't listen to the online assholes, champs. You're fucking Ric Flair. Do what you want. Fuck them.
And then Steve Austin. Steve Austin talked about it. Steve Austin.
Rick,
Yeah, Steve.
I enjoy watching you do all the things you do, and you're always having fun. Keep doing you. And that's the bottom line.
Cool. All right. So, no,
Right.
absolutely. If you got a problem with that, what are you gonna do? Snitch tag me? You gonna tag somebody and say, "Oh, this podcast with 10 followers got real pissed off about it." I don't care.
Give,
I don't
we
care.
we really
Don't
don't.
care.
Like, here's the thing. Like I said, I don't disagree with anything Mongo was saying. I'm 500% with him on this. It's just funny to see him go off like this. That's,
I'm tired
that's
of it,
all.
man. I'm
That's
so
all.
tired.
I didn't say I disagree with Mongo. I just am laughing at Mongo going in.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I did that. I don't
It's
apologize for how I feel, but I apologize for leading us for 20 minutes.
what you call it? It's rare you see a panda get mad. So it makes you it makes you stop and watch. Like, wow.
I like Cookie's picture here. It's like, holy shit. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes. I reckon my wrestling Mount Rushmore, but my daughter I put him in the grave. I just yeah. I, we're past we're past needing to have Flair on TV anymore. I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm sorry if you
We
think I'm not a
passed
real
me in the head.
fan. Whatever. I don't want to do it anymore.
Don't blame me. Don't blame you. You know how, like I said, me and Matt almost watched that man die. Matter of fact, we did watch that man die in that match. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
That
We
man
didn't.
should have taken that super kick from Shawn Michaels and just rode off into the sunset and just been happy. But no. And here we are. He keeps coming back, and then we keep hearing more horrible things about him, and he keeps I had the same energy for Vince. It's not changing. Anything else we need to talk about? Good to go.
I I think we've covered just about everything. I think we covered just about everything. Yeah. Folks, as Mongo calms down, I will get to the get down. Don't forget to follow us at facebook.com/under the ring pod, twitch.tv/under the ring pod. Folks, we try to start around 9, 8:39. Follow the page. All right. Usually we're on every Thursday, 8:45-ish. Don't forget you can also follow us here at Linktree/Under the Ring Pod, where you'll find the angry man, Mr. Greg Bush SK. Rock Chris 44. Mike, Mr. Freshman, Matt, the right answer, Tito, Muriel Maliente, special correspondent Justin D. Baxley. Folks, thank you for joining us. Right, right. Keep sweat ass. Mongo said that shit with his chest. Mongo said that shit with his chest.
I'll say it again. I'll say it again. I'll say it tomorrow. I'll say it Saturday. I'll say it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, not Wednesday because I'm gonna have my fucking throat cut open. But I'll say it the next week when I come back. Fuck.
No.
Jesus. I need to go to sleep.
Do the Mongo. Do the Mongo. Do the Mongo. I'm mad.